thank John and all the comedians for coming out and supporting everything.
Good.
I almost refused to do the show when he told me about it, though. He called me up, and he goes, dude, the show on the 13th is a benefit now. And I go, oh, awesome, what for? He goes, it's supporting cancer. And I went, that's terrible, I don't support cancer at all. What? He explained it to me, though. We're raising money to defeat. No, that was really corny, I promise. It's the last one like that. But no, I'm really excited to be here, and I know you guys, come on, it's Wednesday night. What else would you be doing on a Wednesday night? Seriously. You're going to go to the movie theater? Nobody's going to go to a movie theater anymore, right? I still love going. The feel and the smell, like, I love being there, but my friend tells me all the time, he's like, dude, I got the big screen TV, I get the surround sound system, I rent the movie, it's like the same thing. I'm like, yeah, but you spent what, $2-3 grand on that? But that much I can go to the movie theater like 4 times. 5 or 6 if I don't buy popcorn. Which is where they kill you, the price on the concession. I don't mind paying $10 for a movie ticket, but when I need a small business loan to get a package of Twizzlers, seriously? Hey, this is our popcorn and candy, this is where you get your soda, and this is your loan officer. Just fill out the paperwork and we'll be happy to help you. Oh man, that's ridiculous. But actually a little bit of information, you know, trying to make the show a little educational for everybody. I found out today, you know the saying long in the tooth? When somebody's old, you say, oh, a little long in the tooth. I found out where that came from. Apparently, when horses, I don't know what plural is, I'm a comedian, I'm not smart. When horses get older, their teeth get longer, and that's how you can tell how old a horse is. And that makes sense to me. Long in the tooth, old horse, old person, okay. You know what doesn't make sense to me? The people who try and say, well, you can't have your cake and eat it too. What? Can't have my cake and eat it. Do I look like someone who's happy with merely possessing a piece of cake? I don't know. Anyway, no, what? If I can't have my cake and eat it too, I'll take the pie. Right? It's not as good as cake. There's no fine print that I have to agree to. Ridiculous. See, I was expecting that. You threw the other guy off his game. But anyways, oh man. Speaking of food, which is a terrible transition for me, because I'm fat, so I'm always speaking of food. Like, I was on a date recently with this girl, and you know, we're having a good night. We went to go eat, and tip for the guys out there, when you're dating, doesn't matter what your girl looks like, you never suggest what they might want to eat. Ever. You can't win that. I'm sitting there and I'm looking through the menu, I'm like, so what you thinking? You know, the chicken Caesar salad is really good. So she goes, oh, salad? I need a salad? I'm fat? Why did you even bring me in public? Okay, I'm like, what am I supposed to say? Hey, you gonna get the double bacon cheeseburger, fat ass? I mean, that was not the right answer either, by the way. That girl has not called me back yet. Oh man, but dating's hard in general, you know? It's first of all, we're all shallow. Everyone's shallow no matter what they look like, right? We've all met the person, we're talking to them, we're like, you are awesome. Why are you so ugly? I would definitely date you otherwise. You know, that's what I think of when people say, oh, can guys and girls be just friends? And I'm like, yeah, if one of them's ugly. Right? And it's usually the guy that's ugly, because guys, no matter what they look like, you know, lowest level of confidence in the world, can have a hot female friend, be at a party, see them hooking up with another dude. As long as at some point they smile at him, brush their shoulders, and think to themselves, yeah, she totally wants me. She is playing hard to get. That's all that is. But, oh man. Dating, like I said, dating's hard. I don't know. If dating's hard, you gotta think marriage is impossible, right? Do you have any married couples? Woo! Couple? Yeah? 1 and 2. I knew you guys. You're not gonna make it, by the way. I'm sorry. That's statistics. That's not. No, I'm just kidding. You guys, it's 50%. No, but marriage is crazy. Marriage, you know. You ever pay attention to the vows? The one that always gets me is till death do us part. I've been in the relationship where killing the other person's my only out. That's a bonus. That's so sorry. I had no choice. Couldn't get out of it. Oh man. But what was I gonna say? I had a whole. Where's my notes? I didn't bring them up here. No, I think I mixed the order up, but I was thinking about it. You know, dating is hard for me. I'm 23 years old, and I think it's hard in most ages. I think it's the hardest for teenagers, though. Teenage boys are screwed. Right? When I was a teenager, the girls wanted the bad boy, and that meant, you know, they had a leather jacket or they drove a motorcycle. Cool. Nowadays, they want blood-sucking vampires. Literally. Can you imagine if Dracula were still around? He'd be getting so much play, it's ridiculous. Twilight, Edward, Jacob, Bella. Is she the manliest one of the three, or that's just me? She's so not hot. Everyone tells me that she's hot. She's like the new Uma Thurman, who was never hot, but about 10 years ago, voted sexiest woman alive. What? Who votes on that? Is that like Ray Charles, Stevie Wonder? I don't know. This year we're going to go with Uma Thurman or Mother Teresa. It's a toss-up. Oh, man. I got my family right here. They're the ones making it awkward for everybody with dirty jokes. Yes. Got my parents here. They've been married 27 years, right? 28 years. Even better. Which is incredible. Because my mom is crazy. She's nuts. I'm guessing all moms are crazy though, right? And you know what? My mom's crazy. My grandmother makes my mom like scary crazy. I remember when we went to her house, I was like, a teenager. My one little brother was 2 years old. And little backstory, my grandmother is a neat freak. And she has a white house. And I mean white. White table, white chairs, white floors, white everything. And my mom thought it was a good idea to feed a 2-year-old in a white house with a neat freak SpaghettiOs. So she's sitting there, she's feeding them, freaking out with every bite. What's he doing? He's making a mess. That's what 2-year-olds do. She's like, oh my God, oh God. I'm sitting in the other room just laughing at her. All of a sudden, he falls out of the chair and hits the tile floor. Of course, my mom jumps right into action, cleaning the spot she couldn't get to when he was there. I run in, I go, he's on the floor, he hit the tile. She goes, I know, get the blood, it'll never come out, come on. Oh, I'm just kidding, it wasn't that bad. It was much, much worse. I love doing this. I love being up here, and it feels natural. I haven't even been at this a year yet. It just feels natural to be on stage. Apparently it doesn't look natural, though. I did a show a little while ago, and afterwards one of my friends goes, you were so nervous up there. And I'm like, not really. Why do you say that? She goes, you're all red-faced. You're all sweaty. I'm fat and white. It happens. Especially in Florida, it is so hot at all times. I have literally broken out into a sweat while taking a shower. What do you do in that scenario? You sit there like, oh wow, I'm sweating. It's kind of gross. I'm going to jump in the shower. Oh no. Oh, let's see. Transitioning. Do we have any Michael Jackson fans? The music, not the person. Come on. Do you know he's been dead over a year? And he's still in the news almost every day? Seriously, I heard recently that right before he died, he was working with Steven Spielberg. He was going to be in his new movie. That's not a joke. That's serious. They were making a sequel to E.T. and they were going to call it Alien vs. Predator. And I mean, I think it would be good. We'll never know. No, I make fun of Michael Jackson, but I do love his music. And actually, I figured out, he had that really unique sound in all his songs and stuff, and he would do that weird stuff. And I figured out what it sounded like. It was like right before he went to record, he put really hot food in his mouth. Alright, no more Michael Jackson. I try to watch my humor. I try and stay clean with most of it. I try, because I'm a Christian, and I'm proud to be a Christian, first of all. And I know that God's watching, and I try and keep that in mind, but sometimes it gets a little awkward, because one time I thought to myself, and I go, well, if he's always watching, imagine if every time you say his name in vain, he showed up. You walk around, you stub your toe, God! Yes, my son? Oh, no, I just stubbed my toe. This is total false alarm. Sorry, didn't we talk about this last week when you called my son after spilling coffee? Oh, man. All right, I do have to leave you guys with a little more information. Did you guys hear that they replaced the band on freecreditreport.com? Have you heard about that? Thank God. I hated those guys. They were so misleading. I would hear it, freecreditreport.com. Tell your dad, tell your brother, tell your mom. I'd get on there, put in my information, all excited. Yeah, there was no happy ditty after my information popped up. I'm a stand-up comedian. My credit rating was a 3. Alright guys, that is my time. Thank you very much.
Good morning, everybody.